You actually, what a privilege. Many professions, I might get to diagnose your health, I might get to diagnose your legal problems, I might come up with solutions. In advice, you actually have real conversations. You talk to people about their life, your relationships, your children, your estate planning, philanthropic issues, your money. Fantastic. It's really a matter, I think, of what you think is important. Many people of a mathematical bent may prefer to solve building of buildings. They may get to solve issues of physics or space flight, but you'll get a certain number of people who, when they're dealing with human beings, maybe like an accountant, where really what you're dealing with, or a lawyer, you're dealing with a small part of people's lives. My tax problem, my wills, but one of the really unusual things with financial advice is that it's not about the money. People get that wrong the whole time. It's actually about a relationship. No one can give me advice about my money until they actually understand me, my wife, my children, my estate planning, my broader issues. So it is one of the few careers where you actually get involved, and you don't just get involved when the client has a problem. Yeah, look, I've done packets of noodles, and I've done the odd chocolate donut, I've done a few schooners of 2 years old. I mean, they were great years at university, just fantastic. And I cannot even for 1 second pretend to you that financial advice appealed to me at university. Look, it's just, look, this sort of concept where these preordained lives, I mean, for heaven's sake. For me, I did the sort of obvious sort of stuff at university and learned a bit about economics and a bit about writing and so on. But you know, when I came out of university, like so many kids, I looked at a bunch of ads in the newspaper. And funnily enough for me, one of the ads I was looking at was quite a different path in life. And one of my mates saw me looking at a job for an investment analyst, and he said, "That's you." And I said, "Why me?" And he said, you know more about this money stuff than most kids. You know, you're the one we come to talk about whether we can afford $10 or whatever it may be. So I'm not for 1 second, I don't believe a lot of us are going at 18 years old, are going to be sitting around, let's not pretend here. I don't think we're going to say, oh, my life ambition is to be a financial advisor. I think we'll do our tertiary studies, and we'll probably find that a number of us, in a sense, it's a teaching skill. It's a highly paid teaching skill. It's a highly valued teaching skill. So, I do think there are going to be increasing numbers of young graduates who think, well, I could be an auditor, I could be an engineer, I could be a lawyer. And all those skills are great in financial advice, but I think it'll be people who are, for students, if you're really interested in people, like you really want to know people, financial planning is how you'll get to the absolute heart of people's lives. It's a powerful profession. There'd be a stone fruit, The reason being is they're not the frippery of a watermelon, and they're not sort of like the quick treat of a strawberry. So I think they're a peach. I think financial planners are getting down to the core of it, and I think something always remains. There's always a little bit of mystery. So no. Definitely not watermelons or rock melons. I'm going to go for a peach. I hate overvalued assets. And with London being a growing city, I think Mayfair is already fully priced. And I reckon Old Kent Road for $60 is really going to be a goer. So my advice is, don't buy the expensive stuff. Buy the high quality stuff that's going to get better.